Hi everyone, it's Terry Tomoff. It is day 8 of Childhood Cancer Awareness Month, and sitting with me on a Zoom call is Angela Ashman. And she is a sibling of a young adult, well, a child with cancer, but he's a grown adult. They both are. And she's the epitome of post-traumatic growth. And we're going to get more deep into the conversation about it. But Angela, I would like to introduce you and give us your little origin story, how you all came into Special Love with Andrew, and you became a brass camper and then now working
Yes,
as an no, as a program
program
chair
director. Yep. Yeah.
with Special Love, the organization that I wouldn't be talking to Angela right now if we didn't go when Ryan was 3 years old and under 7 weekend. So Angela, take over.
Yes. So my brother is, like Terry says, a childhood cancer survivor. He was diagnosed, I think he was 5 or 6 years old, six probably. And we lived in Azores, Portugal at the time. So a T-ball physical actually saved his life. His spleen, what they found his spleen enlarged, did the testing. So then we got, you know, medevaced back here to the States. And so that first summer after diagnosis, we had heard about Special Love. And so my parents sent us off to brass camp for the week-long camp. And then we stayed hooked ever since then. So I was probably 7 or 8 years old first time going, probably closer to 8. Um, and yeah, and then we fell in love. So my sister and I both did brass camp, and then Andrew couldn't do the Camp Fantastic that first summer, but he went the next summer. So
Change
yeah,
your life, right?
it did. It did.
Yeah. When I interviewed Elena, the executive director of Special Love, a couple weeks ago, and then she was on the show on an episode, she mentioned you so heartedly and said when we had this retreat recently with the staff that Angela screamed brass was the biggest thing that changed her life. And so I'm
Yeah.
like, I have to interview Angela. She's got to be on this. And I've been thinking about this for 5 years because, and this is the fifth year I'm doing this, and I'm glad you're finally on, that we're
Yeah.
talking about this because really Angela and her husband have 4 children, and she's still giving back. She's helping others every single day. She's sitting in that chair, or where she's at camp singing songs and riding around like a golf cart and managing so many different balls in the air. She's got a million balls in the air besides her kids that she's
Yes.
trying to help all these cancer kids. So
Yeah.
I'd like to know, like, what is your favorite memory with your siblings when Andrew was in the throes of cancer treatment?
Well, as Andrew reminded me, it's not really, he wasn't on treatment. He was still dealing with the aftermath of graft versus host. So he had just had surgery on both of his legs. And we still laugh about this story. And so he was in casts. We were both in middle school. And he was in the wheelchair. I'm pushing him and inadvertently let go of the wheelchair and it's on an incline. And so he like just kept going down. And there was actually a little fight happening down below that he ended up going right into. So we still laugh about that. We love that story.
Oh,
So that's one of the things we like to laugh in our family and think, find
yeah.
things, humor in things. And so that was one of those ones for me.
Zany things through treatment. I'm glad you were able to laugh because,
Yes.
laughter is the medicine too, right? As we
Yes.
know.
Yes.
What was the hardest part, though, of being a sibling with a child with cancer? What was the hardest part for you?
The hardest part was not fully, given our ages, not knowing that he was sick and not fully understanding the whole process. And you can see, like, we sat through uh, when he had a spinal tap once and seeing him, like, crying and upset and doing that kind of stuff. Those were always the hardest things. Our family was really good about making sure we were all included and supported and everything like that. So it was really just, not until I'm an adult realizing all the stuff that he actually went to or through is how I can be like, okay, yeah, that was tricky.
So at a young age, you were internalizing this. Your parents were very transparent with you, it sounds like, and your sister. So that catapulted you maybe to make a career out of helping cancer patients. And you are. Here you are at Special Love. How many years have you been here now?
Just celebrated 17th year with Special Love working. So started as
Volunteering since you've been young.
yes. So yeah, because at the time we were able to volunteer at a younger age than 18. So we started at like I think I was volunteering at Brass by 16.
Yeah.
Um, and then yeah, doing that. And it just kind of happened really. like graduated college,
Yeah.
got married right away. We,
Yeah.
moved to Winchester. And that summer they were just, we're looking for someone, an admin,
Yeah.
part-time admin.
I remember
And so
that.
I was like, well, I hadn't found my job yet. So I was like, I'll, do it. And it turned into full-time less than like 6 months later, and then been here since.
Because she's so
Worked my
good.
way up.
So good. Special Love Inc. Yeah, that's where Angela has her secret sauce, and all the kids love her. The Brassers, the Camp Fantastic, and all the families who meet Angela and what she stands for every single day of her life. We would just fall in love. And I just wanted to ask you one last thing: is what makes you proud of like Andrew today and your relationships, just being a sibling and because you're doing all this post-traumatic growth, which is not for
Yeah.
everybody, but Angela parlayed her anxiety and Andrew going through the treatment and the bone marrow transplant and the legs, and she just told us a story and how she converted that to a full career for herself, along with her 4 children at home needing her. So
Yeah.
what was give me
Uh,
that.
someone was actually just talking. I was like, what doesn't make me proud of Andrew? He's come along so far. He's doing the job that he's wanted to do. Um, Still dealing with late effects with like cancers,
Yes.
tumors, and appointment here, and he always has a smile on his face. He doesn't let it get him down, and he's like, it is what it is, and goes, and we're all there for him. If I take him to doctor's appointments, if he's, going under anesthesia or whatnot. And yeah, his outlook on life is always amazes me with everything that he's gone through.
Isn't that funny that but you see it in Andrew? Do you see it with the other kids too that come through the system, so to speak?
Mhm. Yep,
Isn't it
definitely.
amazing?
Yes.
And they
Yes.
never complain. I know Ryan doesn't
Nope.
complain. I've never heard Andrew complain ever.
Nope. Never complains about it. Takes it in stride, and he's just like, yep, got another spot, going to have it removed. Now they've changed it. He doesn't have to have them all removed all the time. But
Yeah. No, no, that's
yeah,
good.
yeah.
Wow, Angela, this has been really informative. And I love the fact that you are still involved in this great organization, a Special Love. I wish if people are looking across the country and watching this video, I hope they can find something similar to Special Love. And they
Mhm.
can look up stuff at COCA. Is that the
Yes.
organization?
Children's Oncology Cancer Association. Yeah.
Right. And there are
Many camps all over.
many camps all over the United States that can help families just like ours and yours
Yes.
today.
Yes,
So
definitely.
thank you, Angela. This has
Yeah,
been a
thank
wonderful
you.
conversation, and I wish you all the best as you continue on with your special love, special sauce.
Thank you, Terry.
All right.
All right.
Bye bye.
Bye.